A year ago, Betty Collins was fast on her way to having a remarkable season. In the Mayole Invitational at Notre Dame, she had just broken the Lady Rebels indoor record for the 55-meter hurdles. But after clearing just the first hurdles in the finals, Betty went down with a serious knee injury that ended her 91 season.
I cried for a little bit, and I didn't let reality hit until like after I had my surgery. Once I had my surgery, then I knew that this wasn't a dream. My leg was hurt. I was gonna be out for the year. If I hadn't been doing so good, that year, I don't think it would have been as, I would have hurt as much. I would have been hurt, but I wouldn't have hurt as much.
Glancing through the Ole Miss track and field record book, the Collins triplets, Betty, Bonnie, and Bobby, are well represented in the book. Bonnie and Bobby finished last year, so many had questioned whether Betty would fight back from her injury and compete this year.
I thought she would probably, in essence, take the easy way out, and she didn't. And it's not that I didn't respect her and didn't think a lot of her in the first place, but I certainly respect her and think a lot more of her now, because she's simply one of those people that said, I don't want to ask any questions when it's all over, but I want to wonder what I could have done or should have done, and I really admire that.
People ask me, they started asking me like the day after I had my surgery, are you going to come back? And right then, I really didn't know. I sort of knew, but I didn't know if my desire to come back was going to be as strong. I came down here and practiced like the first day. I started turning around and leave because I was so far behind, everybody.
But in her first official race back, Stacy Hudson and Betty finished 1-2 in 100 meters at the Ole Miss Invitational, proving that Betty is almost back to form. However, if the year does not progress the way she hopes, Betty, who's a two-time academic All-SEC honoree, says she can walk away from the sport with a smile on her face.
It's like every day I've had to take like one day at a time, and it's come along. I feel really good now, and I just want to just come out here and do the best I can. It's like I said, it's a second chance. Right. So right now I'm coming out here and I'm doing the best I can every day, so that when I leave, I don't have any if questions. Like, I wonder what would have happened if I had done this or if I had done that. Right now I'm doing everything now that can be done. So when I leave, I don't have any questions and I feel good about it.
Richard Pope, Sports Watch Tonight. In 1947, Joe Walker was the only Walker to be seen on the Ole Miss track team. 45 years later, a much older Walker can be seen behind the mic at every home track meet for the Rebels. But for the past 4 years, he's been working side by side with his son, Joe Walker Jr., who's the head coach of the Rebels track team.
My father's the one that instilled the love of track in me and has been real instrumental in high school track in Mississippi and pushing it on all levels, not just his own people, but, at other schools and everything. He's the kind of guy that would see somebody. One time he was driving through Jackson when we were living in Utica, had gone to the county office to do some business as a high school principal, saw a kid in Jackson working on the hurdles, and that ended up being a guy that he stopped and coached, and the guy won the state championship, and the kid didn't have a coach at that time, so that was the first guy that had ever showed him how to do it and what to do.
Each home meet, the elder Walker travels from his home in Jackson for the competition, but this year has a little more meaning to him. Not only does he get a chance to help his son, but his grandson, Joe Walker III, is running with the Rebels as a freshman. And being the announcer, he's supposed to be impartial, but when it comes to family, it's hard to be unbiased.
Walker and Butler, out away, Ole Miss. All right, Joseph Walker, my grandson. All right. I wasn't biased on that, Bobo. No, hey, you my next grandson, buddy. I'll take you any day, son. Hey, that's a great race, Bo. You and Joseph. I was pulling for you, but not for first.
The only bad thing is Joseph, at an early age, has gotten the family record already. He doesn't have to even improve to be the fastest of me or my dad, so he's doing a great job.
So expect the marriage between the Walker family and Ole Miss to continue. Joe Walker Sr. has made his mark at Ole Miss. Joe Walker Jr. is making his mark at this time, and Joe Walker III's career has just begun at Ole Miss. So expect Mama Walker and Grandma Walker to spend a lot more time at the Ole Miss track field. Richard Pope, Sports Watch Tonight. Angela Clay is one of those rare freshmen, one that comes into a program and makes an immediate impact.
Well, we knew she would be good. We just didn't know that she would be maybe quite as good or quite as quick to adapt as she has. She's real mature for a freshman and has done a super job for us.
In a short time, Angela is quickly rising to the upper level in both the 200 and 100 meters, her specialty. But that's not all. It seems the Hollindale-Simmons grad is the missing ingredient the Lady Tracksters were needing to push the mile relay team over the hump and make a serious challenge in the pin relays and the SEC championship.
She is awesome. She is the best freshman I have seen in a while. She is definitely the missing ingredient, and she's placing very well in the relay.
I feel great about that. I thought that was the way everyone was supposed to come in. I think Tawana is awesome. I think that all the girls are awesome. I look up to all of them a lot, and I'm happy she said that. I think that a lot of people are surprised now at the way we're running. I can tell at the meets that when we cross the line, a lot of people are like, that's Ole Miss, you know, saying that's Ole Miss girls in the mile relay. And so we've surprised a lot of people. I think we still have a lot of people to surprise.
But if Angela's high school career is any indication, she will not be surprising people for very long. Four-time high school MVP and a state champ in the 100 meters, and she picked up where she left off. But one big question keeps coming up. Can Angela keep it going for the next 4 years?
That's what I keep thinking about. So, I mean, I'm looking down the road to really just be great. I mean, if I keep improving, keep working hard, I know I have to work hard. I mean, nothing's going to come easy. Keep working hard, I think that I can really be a major factor in the SEC.
Pretty sure you guys didn't run that much when you were in high school. How much has it changed since you've got here?
It's a lot harder. You work, I mean, you're really working here. Work real hard. And it's great working under Coach Walker and Coach Blackwell. There's two real good coaches. So they make things easier for you. I mean, you have to work hard, but you know it's going to pay off. And you know if you work hard in practice, you know it's going to be, you're going to work hard in the meet too, but it's going to come so much easier if you work hard in practice.
Second heat now.
Alvin Haynes is a long way from home, but the Barbados native has his feet planted firmly in the sands at Ole Miss. In fact, Alvin Haynes has his name planted firmly in the Ole Miss record book as the school's best triple jumper. And with a 7th place finish a year ago at the Nationals as a junior, 1992 could be the year for Alvin Haynes to move up in the rankings to possibly the best in the nation.
I would say I'm the best, but I'm one of the best, you know. I'm pretty good. I mean, in Mississippi, I'm probably the best in Mississippi right now. I was ranked 7th in the indoor season, and hopefully improve my rank in the outdoor season.
What is it about triple jump that attracted you to that sport?
First of all, it doesn't cost much speed because I'm very slow. I'm strong, but I'm very slow, so triple jump is more like a technical event, you know. Use your strength and use your technique and stuff, you'll be all right.
To most college sports fans, the name Alvin Haynes is not one that's on the tip of the tongue. And the main reason is because track and field is not a moneymaker for most universities, so some good athletes fall by the wayside when it comes to notoriety.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating to me, especially at Ole Miss, because this school, everything circles around football. It's like, I don't know, you run tracks, how good are you? I'm pretty good. So, yeah, you say you're pretty good in football, so, yeah, man, that's good, but in track, it doesn't get the publicity that it should, you know.
When you go back and see the people throughout in Ole Miss track history that scored the most points at the conference meet and that sort of thing, he's done that. He's been an All-American. He's been a conference champion. He's basically done all you can do in track and field on a collegiate level.
Yeah, it hurts me because, I mean, I'm an All-American. All-American's an All-American, no matter what sport you're in. But people think because I'm All-American in track, it doesn't mean as much as All-American in football, which is, you know, that's pretty messed up.
As his senior season nears an end and he gets one last shot at an SEC and a national title, this summer Rebel fans could very easily see Alvin Haynes triple jumping his way to the Olympics for Barbados, fulfilling a lifelong dream.
I don't just want to make it, they just at least make the finals, you know, do something. Yeah.
Richard Pope, Sports Watch Tonight.
It's an honor to be on the mile relay team. I didn't think so in high school. This was my first time ever running a quarter, and I didn't think that I would be so honored to run it, but it's a lot of pressure because everyone wants a spot on the mile relay team. That's the relay to be on.
By the time the outdoor track season is over, that statement could be right on the mark for Angela Clay, Tawana Vance, Stacy Hudson, and Ernestine Slocum, members of the Lady Rebels 1,600-meter relay team, who are coming off an indoor season where they placed 5th in the SEC. And if things continue to go well, this foursome could have a great showing at the Penn Relays.
Top 3?
No, just anywhere.
I would give us the top 10 if we all go out and run our best. We'll place within the top 10, but top 3, that's pushing it a little. Not underestimating us, I mean, because you never know.
Already this season, the Lady Mile Relay team has broken the school outdoor record and could very well follow in the footstep of last year's squad that qualified for the Nationals. Not bad praise for a quartet made up of 3 juniors and a freshman.
Oh, that would be great. It would be even great to qualify for nationals. That is our biggest goal is to qualify for nationals. But it's like this, we're going to take one meet at a time. We're not trying to put any pressure upon ourselves by saying, oh, Lord, we got Penn coming up. We're just trying to take it one meet at a time. And if our times click at Penn, they'll click and we'll run the times.
Don't think this group of sprinters are viewing things through rose-colored glasses. They all realize it's going to be an uphill battle because there are some great teams in the conference alone that are hard to catch. But they are a young team, and they're willing to wait their turn.
They're beginning to really make a turn, and we hope that within the next couple of weeks that they'll go over the hump. They're kind of up there near it now, and they haven't made quite that complete going over the hump, and that's what we're looking forward to soon from that group.
I feel like we can run with anybody right now. I feel like we can run with anybody. As long as we are confident and we keep, doing the hard workouts, I feel like we can run with anybody right now.
They have underestimated us for years, and when we go out on the track, we think we have nothing to lose. We're all equal when you get to the line, and once that gun fires, it's you on the track, and just run as hard as you can. Right now, they're at the point where they are pulling ahead by a little bit, but they know that they're ahead, so they're all sitting back, cruising and relaxing. But here we are in the back, just striking at them day by day. And one day, hopefully in SEC, we'll strike hard enough and we'll beat them.
There we go. Tawanda Vance, right there. All right, down the straightaway now. Tawanda Vance, moving on. Ohio State, here comes Murrah after Ohio State.